Okay, so you know how sometimes someone will send in something really cool to us,
Uh-huh.
and you just know it's going to be a good deep dive?
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, for sure.
This is one of those times, right?
Definitely.
So, someone sent in this poem,
Okay.
and right away you were just thrown into this scene
Okay.
with this woman. She's in a valley,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell right away that she's really upset
Oh, wow.
about something.
Yeah.
And it's just surrounded by all this just fascinating imagery.
Hmm.
She's got torn up papers and broken rings,
Oh, wow.
and even her hat is described as like this plaited hive of straw.
A plaited hive of straw, huh?
Yeah, but so immediately you're just asking yourself,
What is going on here?
what's her story?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're diving into today.
I love it. Okay, so right off the bat, we're dealing with some intense imagery.
Yeah.
I mean, a plaited hive of straw.
Yeah.
What do you think about how the poem starts? Like how we're just like dropped into this moment with her.
Yeah, it's like we're almost eavesdropping on her. We're not
Yeah.
supposed to be hearing this.
Right, like we're peeking in on something private.
Exactly. And there's even this mention of another voice, right?
Oh, really?
The poem says, plaintful story from a sistering vale.
Okay.
So there's clearly like another person nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and they're telling their own story too, but we never actually get to hear it.
Interesting.
So it makes you think, like, what are they saying
Right.
that's causing this woman so much distress?
Yeah, it's like we're only getting half the conversation,
Exactly.
which makes it all the more intriguing,
Why, for sure.
Gotta figure out what's going on.
Yeah, and even though, we're only getting like her side of things,
Right.
the poem still gives us this super vivid picture of her.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, for one thing, she's described as a fickle maid full pale.
Okay, fickle maid, full pale.
But then later on it talks about the carcass of beauty spent and done.
Huh. So like she's young, but also old somehow.
Yeah, and I mean, those seem almost like contradictory, don't they?
They do, yeah. It's like the poet is using these contrasting images
Yeah.
to show us just how messed up this woman is on the inside. Like we see youth and then this fading beauty, this lightness and heaviness all mixed up together.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one line that really gets me. It says, her beauties peeping through lattice of seared age.
Ooh, yeah, that one's intense.
Right. It's like it's still there, but it's also being hidden somehow.
Yeah, almost like it's trapped or something.
Exactly. What do you think about that imagery?
It makes you think of someone who's like,
Yeah.
trying to hold on to something that's slipping away from them.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then there are all these actions, she's doing.
What do you mean?
She's carrying up papers
Uh-huh.
and breaking rings.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just sadness, it's like this really active, almost like aggressive kind of grief.
That's a good point, yeah. She's not just sitting there passively weeping.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. She's doing something,
Mm.
and it seems important.
Totally. And, in poetry from this time period,
Oh, yeah.
those actions could actually be symbolic.
Oh, interesting.
Like tearing up papers could mean that she wants to erase memories
Mm-hmm.
or break free from the past.
Okay, yeah.
And then breaking rings could mean she's breaking promises
Interesting.
or, severing bonds with someone.
It's like she's trying to destroy something.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What?
Because then, on the other hand, there's this napkin that she keeps going back to.
A napkin?
Yeah, it says it has these conceited characters on it.
Conceited characters? What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's probably like a handkerchief
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
with some kind of message embroidered on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it talks about how she's constantly like laundering the silken figures in the brine.
The brine, huh?
Yeah, so that's like her tears, right?
Oh, I see.
But it also says that the brine is seasoned woe had pelleted in tears.
Wow, so her tears are like seasoned with grief.
Yeah, exactly.
That's heavy.
It's like she's trying to wash away the pain,
Mm.
but it's already like soaked into everything.
It's a powerful image, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Like we can try to escape the things that hurt us.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're just a part of us,
Right. And speaking of details that seem like they're just full of meaning,
Okay.
there's that description of her hair.
Oh, yeah, what about it?
Well, it says it's a careless hand of pride.
A careless hand of pride. Okay.
Yeah, and then it describes some of the strands as being loose,
Mm-hmm.
and then others as being true to bondage.
Huh. So it's like both free and tied down at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's just, a random description of a hairstyle.
Oh, definitely not. Hair was a big deal back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was super symbolic.
How so?
Well, like, think about it, loose hair was often connected with wildness,
Okay.
freedom, even like madness sometimes.
Wow.
But then if your hair was tightly bound, that represented control order, like you were being proper.
Yeah. Interesting.
So seeing both of those in this woman's hair at the same time
Yeah.
could show us, how she's feeling torn between wanting to be free, but also feeling trapped by something.
Wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It's crazy how, just these little details
Yeah,
can add so much more to the story.
for sure. They make you think, don't they?
They really do. So, okay, let's try to sum this up.
Okay.
So we have this woman who is grieving.
Right.
It seems like she's probably heartbroken about something. And she might even be, kind of lashing out at someone or something.
Could be.
But the thing is, we don't even know what was said to her.
Right. We only get her side of the story.
Exactly. So it kind of makes you wonder,
Yeah.
if we knew what that other person had said, would any of this make more sense?
Totally. Yeah.
Or, would we even judge her differently?
It's like that missing voice is almost like a ghost in the poem.
Ooh, I like that.
It's there, but we can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But, it makes you think about all the things that we don't see in real life, too.
That's true.
All those unseen forces that shape who we are.
Right.
The things that happen, off stage, so to speak.
Yeah.
And how they affect us.
Totally. So, listener,
Yeah.
we're going to leave you with this thought to kind of ponder on your own.
Right.
What if this poem isn't really just about, personal grief?
Okay.
What if it's actually an allegory
Oh, wow.
for something way bigger?
Like what?
Maybe it's about how all humans struggle with loss, or the passage of time, or even just that constant battle between chaos and trying to control things.
Yeah, trying to make sense of it all.
Exactly. And with that, we'll let you go and think about it.
Sounds good.
Until next time.
See ya.